Okay, welcome everyone. I'm very excited today to start this session, this special session for you. But first, let me introduce myself. If this is your first time to attend the show, I am Sherif and this is the Bizbuddies in translation bi-weekly show. I co-host this with my dear colleague Tanya. But actually she's not coming today because she has an emergency. So this is how we are going to do. You can see the public chat. If you have any comments and you have issue to share with me, just write down in the public chat what do you want. If you have a question, you will find a Q&A tab just beside the public chat. You can add your questions and I will try to answer as much as I can during the webinar. So let's start today's webinar. Topic will be about where to find clients and what you need to do after finding these clients. Today's topic is based on a question that I have sent to my blog readers and subscribers. I asked them, what is the main issue you have these days? I mean, what is the one thing that you think that you are struggling with? Based on the replies, most of the replies I received were related to that I cannot find new clients. So I wrote a first part of a series, an article about where you can find new clients, and you can find the link in the chat box. This is the first article. I laid out 3 strategies that I have been using to find new clients. But after writing the article, I had this idea. I know that it's not, because I have been working in translation for more than 10 years. I know it's not enough. It's not enough to find new clients. What is more important is what happens after you finding clients. Because honestly, for me, and I think this applies to everyone, clients are everywhere. And today I'm sharing the strategies you can find them. They are everywhere. They are because we are mainly working online. But the issue is what happens after you reach out to or find clients. So let me share a slide with you. Let me share this. Okay, let me know if you in the can you see? It should be a slide called client winning cycle. Can you see this in the screen? Daniela said yes. Okay, great. So this is the cycle I imagine which I have been using for the last couple of years about finding and contacting clients. The cycle always starts with finding clients, which will be the main topic or discussion. The second will be the second part. The step after finding the client is to read a content, a customer relationship management system. Then you contact the client and you do follow up, and then you sign a contract. This is the whole cycle. I just wanted to be sure that we are pictures sometimes it's called like the sales cycle, the prospecting, the sales funnel, whatever. This is in simple words what happens when you look for clients. You find them, you need to register them in a CRM, a customer relationship management system. Then you need to contact them, follow up with them, sign a contract, and then you need to follow up with them. Now we will start with the first part of the cycle, which is where do you find clients? Okay, these are main 4 strategies I have been using for many years. I think since I started in 2004. Through these strategies, I could find direct clients. I could find direct clients. Mainly I work with agencies, but still these strategies were very effective to find new clients. Let's talk about the first strategy, which is industry news portals. This is what I mean by industry news portals. Usually when you need to read news about the industry, about the latest articles, the latest hiring, the latest news regarding any agency or a direct client to you that you need to target, you will find a hub that combines or groups the latest news. For us in translation agencies, let me share with you something that's called Slatter. Okay, check out this link. I have just added it into the chat box. Slatter. This is one of the recent websites I have been following up for the last few years. I think it appeared in like 2 or 3 years maximum. Maybe it was launched in 2016, I think. This website, it gives you updated information about the industry, both about agencies and about direct clients, like big companies like Microsoft, Google, and any happens is that you read these news in Slatter and other websites like Common Sense Advisory and I think Multilingual. Okay, let me share with you something also multilingual. Magazine, this is a magazine that I have been following for many years also. The magazine also write articles about direct clients and agencies regarding the latest happenings in their companies. What you can do is that you go through the news and you follow up what's happening in industry. Maybe you'll find a company that has just appointed a new sales manager or a marketing manager. Also, maybe you'll find news about new contracts signed by potential clients. In these news, you will find, or you can find a great opportunity to contact the client. Let's suppose, or let's imagine a situation that where you have read a new press release or Google says internet take the contact name and search online their name. Them. Hi, Gabriella. I'm happy to have you here, and thanks so much for sharing the webinar. So, by reading this news release regarding the new appointment in the company, first you have a great opportunity to contact because you have the latest contact details. Okay. Then another. Oh, sorry, Severin, the connection is breaking up. I'll try to fix this, please. Okay, hold on, guys. Can you just switch off your laptop? انت كده قفلت النت على فكره. عني وصل عندك بس شغال جهازك شغال عندي معلش. طب شغل جهازك معلش بس شغل جهازك ناخدك معايا انا. I'm live. Can you still hear me, please? Okay, thanks, Mustafa. Okay, great. Thanks, Mohammed. Okay. Once you find the name of the new contact, you can contact them because now there is a hot topic here. There is an opportunity to start engaging with the client. Imagine that you are just sending an email without just simply introducing yourself. But if you send an email congratulating this new person about their appointment or new job, then you will have a better chance to start a real conversation with the client or this potential client. So the first way I usually use to find the new clients is to follow industry news portals. Then the second strategy I follow is the events websites directory. In our industry, there are many events that happen, like in our industry, I mean in localization and translation industry, and also there are many other events that's happening in the direct clients side. Let me first talk about our industry space. We have the American Translators Association conferences. We have Look World conferences that happens, I think, 2 times a year. You can go to these events websites directory and find a list of the attendees. These lists include the latest information about the contact persons you can hunt or you can contact inside these companies and introduce yourself. This will be a clear list of attendees, the latest updates about the attendees, their names. Maybe you will find emails sometimes, but it's not common. Maybe you will find the phone numbers also. This will be a great list of potential clients you can contact and talk with. The second or the next strategy is the simple LinkedIn search filters. Before I move to this regarding the websites or the events websites directory, the same applies to direct clients also. Search online about any conference related to your subject matter. For example, recently there was, if you are working in digital marketing translation, recently there was a big conference attended by more than 2,000 people. It was, I think it was like the conversion and traffic, yes, the conversion and tracking conference. If you highly engaged into the digital marketing space and you translate social posts into your native language, you'll find more than 2,000 contacts inside this conference website that you can directly contact. Also, there are many other local events you can follow and regarding direct contacts, especially if you are working in marketing. I know there are many marketing related conferences, and maybe you are working in manufacturing, you are targeting manufacturing or direct clients who work in manufacturing industry. There is a wide range of conferences for those people who I think okay, Esther, can you repeat the name? Yes, I will try. It's called Conversion. I think Conversion and Traffic Conference. I think this is the name. It was. I mean, this was a huge event that I tried to follow in Twitter and try to listen to the speeches in YouTube. So events websites are a great resource for potential clients. Also, you can use. Now let's move to the next and I mean, this is the best resource you can use. This is the LinkedIn search filters. LinkedIn, maybe this one, yes, traffic, yes, I think this is traffic and conversion summit. Yes, this is one. This one. LinkedIn for me this is the best strategy I always use to find new potential clients. This is a great gold mine for any translators. Hi, Antonio. Welcome in the webinar. But the problem with LinkedIn is that it has two problems actually. First, you have limited research capacity if you are using the free plan. I'm not here trying to promote the premium plan. I'm not using it myself, but not using the premium plan myself. This is the first problem with LinkedIn. The other problem is that most people, when they try to use LinkedIn, they don't use the search filters. Simply, they just add like translation company in the search box above LinkedIn or at the header of LinkedIn, and they try to search for potential clients. But you need to use the search filters. By using the search filters, you will try to limit the capacity, or you will try to find more qualified clients. For example, if you just look for, again, marketing agencies, just marketing agencies, the search will give you marketing agencies all over the world. But if you are based in Spain, France, or you need to limit your search to this company, to this country. This is the first filter you can use. The second filter, maybe you are looking for small to medium size companies. You can use the search filter of, because LinkedIn categorize the company according to its size. It is this is this company or does this company has or have 1 to 10 employees, or 10 to 20, or 20 to 50, or 50 to 100 employees. You can also use this search LinkedIn search filters to limit the results that you will have, because again, this will give you a more qualified list of potential clients. Also, the limited search results that LinkedIn gives you, you will use it wisely. But there is a question: what happens if you have this limited search results affects your lead generation, or your capacity, or your ability to find new clients? This is what I did. This is the, let's say, the hack I used. Usually LinkedIn will give you a trial period for premium for nothing. If you like to use the premium feature, you can just apply for the premium for 1 month, but you focus your mind, or you focus your efforts during this 1 month to find new clients. Recently I asked one of my team to use LinkedIn to search for potential clients. His main, or her main job during the first, or during this month, was to do what's called lead generation, to find new potential clients, to make use of the premium features, because you make use of the premium features of LinkedIn. Because once you sign up for a premium month, you will not have any limits in the search results. Also, you will have more LinkedIn search filter to limit the results of the qualified results that you have for your potential clients. Let me check the comments. Antonio, did I miss so much? Yeah, you missed something. I think 20 minutes or more or less, sorry, of the webinar. But you, of course, you can check the recording. I'm recording this right now. Now let's move to the last way or strategy you can use to find new clients. Simply, you go to Google. Okay, you go to Google and write down the keyword or the keyword you are looking for. Again, if you are looking for marketing agency to contact, or a translation agency or a translation company to contact, you simply go to Google and write down translation company or translation agency. But again, this will give you results, or will generate search results from all over the world, which may not fit your own needs or your own criteria. You need to add the query, let's say translation agency plus, let's say, France, to limit the search results to your own needs. One of the advanced hacks is to use what's called advanced or search, sorry, let me down this operators. Google search operators. These are type of hacks that you can use to find new clients, specific clients. For example, let's add this marketing. Check the marketing service, marketing services, and you add URL in URL. Check the chat box. I'm not sure if this search operator is okay, but if you add this search operator in URL, semicolon, and then marketing services, that means you need the results to be more advanced and to have only the translation or the marketing agencies who have in their URL or in their domain name marketing services. By adding this, you will find more qualified leads for your own needs. If we are going to talk about Google search operators, I think we will need a whole new webinar. Now I need to go back to you and see if you have any questions regarding the last part. For those who have just joined a few minutes ago, this is the first part of the webinar. We are talking about the different strategies you can use to find new clients. We have talked about how you can use industry portals, and how you can use events websites directory, and how you can use LinkedIn search filters, and how you can use simple Google search. So if you have any question regarding this point, let me know. Before I move to the next part, let me give you a link to the handout. Okay, I'm sharing the same PDF I'm using right now. I have to go now. Okay, but I will catch this. Oh, sure, Suzanne. Okay, yes, Suzanne is saying I will definitely try to make more of LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn is a gold mine, guys. If you master the skill of using LinkedIn to search for your potential clients, I'm quite sure you will have a big list of potential clients. Regarding I just need to let me know if you can find the link to the handout now. You should be able to see it now. There is a point I need to raise here regarding LinkedIn and social media, specifically LinkedIn. There are two ways you can use LinkedIn to contact or to find new potential clients. There is the long-term strategy, which is social media marketing. You do this by posting, commenting, sharing content inside LinkedIn. You write articles for yourself. Maybe you will share another people's articles, or you comment on them using specific hashtags. This is a great strategy, but still it's a long-term strategy. It may take you like 6 months or even a year to find clients using this strategy. Or actually, there is another way to use LinkedIn, which is up till now, I'm using this strategy only LinkedIn. If you go to my LinkedIn account, you will not find any recent, actually I have just posted one today. Maybe you will not find any recent activities, but because this is not in the front end, this is what you will see from the front end. But in the back end, I mean, I'm actively searching and using LinkedIn to search for potential clients. So you have two main strategies you can use with LinkedIn. Either you can use, of course, you can use both. You can start using LinkedIn by posting, commenting, and sharing content, which is related to digital marketing activities, or you can use LinkedIn as a search engine for potential clients. I always recommend, my recommendation is to use the second strategy, which is using LinkedIn to generate leads and clients, in case you don't have time to follow the first strategy, and also if you are just starting out. Because when you are just starting out, you need to find clients as soon as possible to use it for your sales and marketing. Okay. Okay, Muhammad saying that personally I pay for LinkedIn Premium for some marketing purposes. I have been a premium subscriber for 4 months to be able to perform one of marketing techniques when targeting certain clients. Great. If you can afford to pay for LinkedIn Premium, this is a great opportunity, because the LinkedIn Sales Navigator feature is a huge search engine you can use to find new clients. But still, maybe people who are starting out cannot afford to pay for this. And if you are using LinkedIn for certain purposes, maybe like digital marketing purposes, you don't need to pay for the premium. So now let's move to the next step or part of the puzzle. As I mentioned in the beginning, finding new clients is part of the game. Personally, I believe what happens next maybe is more important, because honestly, again, I believe that clients are everywhere. Recently, I was attending an event. It was the launch of the Egyptian Association for Globalization and Language Solutions. There was a workshop, and when someone asked the question, where can I find a new where can I find new clients? One of the answers was that your new client is sitting beside you. We were in an event full of, I mean, the whole was, there were many people working in the translation industry, and each one of them can be a potential client for your services. So honestly, I don't believe there is any problem to finding new clients. The problem, and I also suffered from this problem personally, is what happens next. So let's talk about what happens after you find new clients. First, you need a customer relationship management system to register the name of the client. A customer relationship management system is simply any system, an Excel sheet, a Google spreadsheet, any tool you can use to add the client name, phone number, website, and email address. This is what's meant by CRM registration. A CRM is a place, let's say an Excel sheet you use to write down your client name and other information, because we always forget about what we did with our clients. The best hack or the best option is to have some place, a central place where you can add the name of your clients and contact details. You can also use, let's say, Trello. Let me add this Trello. Trello is an amazing productivity application or app, web app, but still you can use it to manage the names of your contact of your potential clients. The main point is to have one central place to add your clients' information. After adding your clients' information, you need to update this client with your status with them. Usually, I categorize my status with my clients into these parts. New, okay, contacted. I'm just writing down this. Not interested. Interested. Contracted. You have to update this particular client status with you. Let's just have a look in the chat box. You will find that. You need to mark if this client is a new client. You need, sorry, it's been connected. You need to mark if this client is a new one, if you have already contacted this client, if this client is not interested, and if this client is interested, and if this client is contracted, means you have signed an agreement with the client. Because there is a situation that maybe this client is not interested right now. He's not interested in your service, and maybe you will need to contact them later, maybe after a couple of months, maybe next year, maybe next weeks. But still, you need to update the spreadsheet or any other CRM with the information about your clients. Again, also after finding the client, you need to contact them. And this is a main problem I have with many translators. They just collect the name of potential clients and they do nothing, they don't contact them. There are many different reasons they don't contact them. One of them is the fear of rejection, that they are afraid that the client may not reject their offer, maybe the client may reject their offer, maybe the client may reject their prices, because contacting the client and doing the action, doing the job is what makes the difference. This is the very hard part of our job as entrepreneurs. If you don't have the skills to contact the client, do not work as a freelance translator. Or you need to acquire the contact. You need to acquire the skill of how to contact the client. You need to contact. You can contact the client through email. You can use phone calls. Even if the client is in your local area, you can pay them a visit and do this, guys. Today, I was in a chat in one of the Facebook groups, and someone said, okay, email is the best marketing strategy, and phone calls are like bad or something. I don't remember the name, the description he used. But then I answered, I mean, I went into the conversation. I told him, email is great, but phone calls can make more business for different reasons. Oh, email is great, but phone calls can different reasons can make business better. He asked why. Because imagine this, you send the client an email, okay? You will use you can use many techniques to write the email, but still, does this work better than you just listen or the client listens to you in a phone call? I think we all agree that phone calls can make the relationship more credible and can give you the chance to prove to the client that you are serious about your business. And if you make video to the client, this will make you more trustworthy. So try to contact the client as soon as possible, but try to contact them in a smart way. If we can combine the contacts techniques with the ways that you have used to find new clients, I mentioned that you can use events, or sorry, you can use events or conferences directories, and you can also use the news portals. If you find any piece of news about them in the news portals, you can find this to open a conversation with the client through email, as I said. Okay, so when you contact the client, try to make it personal. Don't send a big bulk of emails. Omar said, I think that's my fault not contact with them after I met. This is, Omar, this is a common mistake many translators do, especially after coming back from a conference. So try to contact the client. If you are going to use emails, try to make this email shorter and personal. I mean, keep your client. Let's step back and ask ourselves, what is the main job of the first email you send to a potential client? The main job of a first email you send it to a potential client, if you use only email as your main contact or your main marketing technique, is to open a conversation. This is the main job of the first email you send it to a client, to convince the client to reply to you, because once the client replies to you, here starts the engagement. You start a conversation with the client, and through the conversation you can convince the client to work with you. Or maybe you will find more about their needs, and maybe you will find that you are not a good match with the client. So once you find a new client, you need to register them in a customer relationship management system. This can simply be a spreadsheet or an Excel sheet. Then you need to contact the client. Then you need to follow up with the client. Follow up can make or break your sales cycle. Follow up is what makes the difference between a successful marketing or a sales strategy and an unsuccessful marketing strategy. Follow up can increase your income through translation services. Not following up can decrease your revenue coming from your translation services. Following up with, and still sometimes one of my big weaknesses. It used to be like this. I just send an email to the client for the first time and I forget about them. If they reply to me asking me to send them more information, I will just add them in any place, and I will not contact them again or follow up with them. And if they contact me and I do the test and send them back the test or my CV or profile, I don't follow up with them, ask them if they like my profile or like my CV or like my test. Following up with imagine this, the client is a very busy person. You are not the center of the universe. Honestly, we are not the center of the universe. Clients are always busy. It's our job to contact them and to try to remind them about our needs. Sometimes what makes me very angry in LinkedIn or LinkedIn replies, I find that someone writes, okay, I'm looking for, let's say, English into Arabic, which is my profession. I'm looking for English into Arabic translator. and you find the contacts, something like, I'm interested, please contact me. This is not the job of the client. Your job, if you find a potential client, your job is to contact them, to remind them, to follow up with them. Clients are busy, guys. You need to do your job. You need to take action. Maybe once they just write down, I'm looking for a translator in this specialization, maybe they will enter into a meeting, okay? Maybe when they go through these replies, they will find like 15 replies, I'm interested, I'm interested. Why should I call you? Why should I contact you? We are just saying, I'm interested. I'm a busy person. I'm talking from the mindset of the potential client. You need to contact me. You need to offer your services. So try to follow up with your clients once you have added them. Before I move to the next step or the last one, if you have any question, let me know in the QA part. I will be ready to answer them in a few minutes. And let me know also if you just downloaded the handout. You should find it now. It's okay, this is the Esther is saying, I only register a potential client on my CRM spreadsheet when he replies to my initial contact. If not, I never follow up. Do you think I'm missing an opportunity? There are different schools or different perspectives of doing this. If you register your client in your CRM with many details, I mean, like, for example, if you are contacting a translation agency or a marketing agency and you add the client name, okay. If you are adding information about your client in a CRM, but you are adding a lot of or many information, I would agree with your perspective. But at the starting point to register your clients in the CRM, I usually add the company name, the phone number, and their status, or also website. The status is very important for me personally, because sometimes I just have limited hours to do marketing, maybe 1 hour or something. The priority will be for those who reply to me. So you are not missing an opportunity. Maybe you are not missing an opportunity, but still it's preferable. I personally prefer that you add the client into your CRM. Okay, let me move. I see that. Okay, let me move to the next point, and then I will check your QA questions and also add some. If you have any comment, let me move this to a Q&A. Okay, let me move this onto the Q&A. So if you have any questions, again, add them to the Q&A part of this discussion. The last one will be to sign a contract. First, you find the client, then you add them to your CRM, then you contact the client, then you follow up with the client, then you can sign a contract. Before moving to signing, let me ask you a question, okay? Let's say that in this first step that you find 100 potential clients, how many do you think that you will sign a contract with them? I need to have your your answer, please, here. I mean, if you find 100 potential clients, how many of them you believe that you will sign a contract with? Okay, 10, 30%. Gabriella, like 30%, right? Okay, again, how many contracts you will find? Yes. How many contracts you will sign? All these answers are correct, because it all depends in different conditions. If you did the first step correctly, I mean, finding new clients, you search for new clients and you only find those clients and you only find qualified clients. I mean, clients who has a higher chance to work with you. If you make this step professionally and you only contact those who are interested with your services, you will increase the number of clients who will sign a contract with you at the end of the cycle. Also, if you follow up with them in a timely manner and in a professional way, and you don't lose them through the process, you will have you will increase your chance to work with them. So to increase the number of those who sign a contract of those who you sign a contract with, first you need to find qualified leads. Don't work with everyone. You need to have certain criteria to use when you search for clients. As I said, like, are you looking for people working in marketing, or are you looking for translation agencies only? Are you looking for people everywhere in all countries, or are you looking for people inside specific countries like United States, China, Taiwan, or any other country? Do you follow up? How much do you follow up with them? Do you forget about them? When they tell you, contact me later on, or I'm busy right now, or when they tell you, I will review your CV and get back to you, do you follow up with them? If you do these steps, okay? If you do these steps professionally and effectively, I'm quite sure you will have an increased success rate. Usually the ratio starts from like 5% to 25%. What makes the difference is how much qualified is your leads and the follow-up your clients. Gabriela says, and check them if they pay in time, reputation, etc. Very important. You need to make a check. You need to do your due diligence to find, to check the background of the client. Before I leave, or before I start to check the questions, this is the link of the latest articles. I haven't announced it yet. I'm going to send it to you. If you would like to read it now, you can simply go to this link, and you will find more explanation about these steps, like how you can build a customer relationship management system and how you can check if the client is a good fit. And again, Gabriela, you will find a link to translatorscammer.com. And if you are working with translation agencies, if you work with translation agencies, there is a website called Translators Scammers. Let me add this, Translatorscammers.com. If you go to this website, you will find reviews about the clients. And if you work with direct clients, you will find another, let me copy the link. You will find, this is the link, Glassdoor. Glassdoor is more related to direct clients. Regarding direct clients, maybe you will not find, you can find many information in this website regarding how they deal with their clients, with their employees. Do they pay well? The work environment itself inside each company. So if you are working with, you can check translator-scammers.com to find about their how trustworthy is this client. And if you work with direct clients, you can check glassdoor.com. You'll find the links inside or in the chat box right now. You can check with them. You can check the background of this particular client. So I'm just right. I'm done with today's webinar. Let me check if you have any questions before I leave. So if you have any question regarding the content, regarding this content or any other topic, you can. We still have 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You can ask me any question. Now let me go to the question and answers part. Charlotte is asking. Okay, let me take from. Okay, let's start with Mustafa. Is it better to pay for Pros and Translators Cafe or LinkedIn? It depends on your situation. It depends, or if you are just a beginner translator or if you are an experienced one. This is the general comment. It depends, but let me give you a more specific answer, Mustafa. If you are just a beginner translator, there is no need to pay for pros.com, okay? Because this is a huge amount of time, of money. If you are just starting out, you can use pros to find clients without paying any. Applies to Translators Cafe. If you can afford to pay pros, for me, the main reason I'm a premium member of pros is to check the background of the client to know if they are paying in time or not, and if I can trust them. LinkedIn is another situation. I recommend that you use LinkedIn Premium if you are working mainly with direct clients. If you are working with agencies, there are many agencies contacts you can find in Pros, Translators Cafe, and many other directories. Okay, let me check the second question. Okay, the second question is from Charlotte. I had a client at the end of the last year who was very interested. Great. But this year he has not responded to any emails or message. This is the story of my life, Charlotte. I have sent 3. At what point is it reasonable to get? What would you suggest to do? I'm always trying to give an honest reply. This is okay. This is not my saying. I have heard this from one of the sales gurus I follow up. He said that you follow up with the client until you die or he dies. Always keep following up. Do not lose hope. Consider your client is always busy. Try to follow up with them. But it is the frequency of following up with them. Don't follow up with them like if they are not, don't send them an email today and try to follow up with them tomorrow. Maybe you can wait a week. Maybe you can send them an email regarding an interesting article, or if you find any news about them, any recent news, you just send them an email congratulating them maybe about the contract or something else. It's all about my direct answer is to keep following up with the client till he dies. Okay, just you need to keep following up, but make sure that you do not, the frequency of following up is reasonable. Okay, also try to give value when you try to follow up with them, because maybe they don't need you right now, maybe they will need you in the future. But if you keep following up and showing up in front of the client, once the client have a need, they will definitely contact you. Because what happens is when another supplier or another vendor or another translator contact them and the client doesn't reply, maybe the other supplier will not follow up. But if you follow up, the client will always remember, or actually the client will remember you need. So my suggestion is to keep following up. Okay, let me move to the next one. Okay. Okay, thanks, Charlotte. Okay, so the next one is from Omar. I sometimes sign some NDA for agencies and they limit me for direct clients. Do you think should I sign it? It depends on your situation. If you are targeting direct clients, Omar simply is asking that sometimes he has to sign NDAs, and the client, this is my understanding, the client says you are not allowed to contact direct clients. Usually I will never sign this agreement, but again, it all depends on your situation. If you don't have any plans